It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's time for me to sleep. Hello everyone, this is Genie Lines.
Access to the textbook. So, do you normally use iPad or just like?
What you doing? Recording with your time. Why? Because people walk up being like that. That'd be my thing too. Like I don't want to. Why are you videotaping your shoes?
I don't usually hang out with others that much, but my flat held a small Halloween party, and trust me, I wasn't there solely for the free food at all. I decided to go for a late night walk just so that I can experience some Halloween vibes, you know. Normally, I really enjoy walking at night because I find it's interesting to see the same thing, but in different sensation. Even though most of all of the architectures look pretty much identical, but at night it feels different.
Yeah. Oh.
The lighting, the music, the movements, the interactions of the people, or even the smell are also different, if that makes sense. I don't even know how to explain this, but I just find it really calming yet entertaining at the same time.
Ignore the expiry day.
Yeah. Take more pictures. Yeah, pictures. Birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I was still figuring out what to wear to the Halloween party since it was a Wednesday themed party and there'll be blood rains and stuff as well, so I didn't want to ruin my actual clothes. I decided to just went to search for some sheep tops just in case the blood rain wasn't watchable.
Halloween fit check.
Put on the map, put on my team, take out every motherfucker in between. Know what I mean? Better myself, better my aim, better my rep. spit on my name, killing rappers on my hang on by their chains for the fame. Never thought I would it, now I'm running this. You don't wanna follow me, I'm out the fucking front of this. I ran in the trouble with the truth, trying to get it what it does. Battling and I ain't never lose. We some motherfucking warriors.
Oh no.
I realized that by the time I post this video, it might already be December because I'm so busy with all the reading assignments, and the exam is also coming pretty soon, despite the fact that I'll start the revision a week before the exam as usual anyway. But yeah, I wanted to make a story about the Halloween party still though, since I don't believe in spooky seasons at all. It's always a spooky year for me, actually. I felt like it would be cool if I tried drawing something more lively and colorful, so I can try applying the colorful lighting into my horror short comic, which I've never done before, like maybe a cliche horror slasher themed, you know? Yeah. Another day, another fumble side quest. I had food allergies. I've never experienced any allergic reaction this bad before. It was so bad that I had difficulty breathing. I've tried to contact my university GP, but they were fully booked that day. So I decided that I needed to go to the hospital.
Yeah, just gave me the pills and now I'm lost.
That was so bad. But after I got back from the hospital, I thought it'd get better, you know. Yet, it got worse. So I decided to call myself an ambulance. My flatmate also went there with me to the emergency room. So this time, we took a bus back home together. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was my first time in an ambulance as a patient, and it happened to be in Scotland. Today's lesson: if you feel like you're in a very bad situation, just try your best not to panic, and just don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be too hard on yourself as well. I've tested the system for you, and just don't fumble like me, please. I know I have no rights to tell anyone to get some rest, and don't be so hard on yourself whatsoever, since the next day after all of those ambulance ER arc, I just went back to work like nothing happened. I'm still working on it too, so yeah, hope we can all achieve a healthier lifestyle together one day, right? The most difficult thing I found from this project in general was the panels. I find it really hard to just come up with the panels layouts, especially when it comes to continuity. I decided to draw the individual frames first, then used the existing character design from those individual frames on these panels so I could save some time for the shading process, you know. Which, speaking of the shading process, I usually spend most of my time on that part because Before I started drawing the entire short comic project, I used to shade right after the Lineart. Yet now, I started to just finish the layouts and the outlines first, then shade all of them all at once. This is just my way of doing it, so just please take it with a grain of salt, since I don't have any prior artistic knowledge whatsoever, which means I have no idea what I'm doing most of all the time, actually. So yeah, please enjoy the ASMR, I guess. Let's talk about the entire idea behind this short comic. So, as you can see, it's another cliche stalker slasher yandere female character storyline, right? I know it's going to sound really bad, but this short comic is partially based on a true story I've experienced during the Halloween party that I went with my friends. No one was murdering anyone, of course, but the stalking part was partially inspired by an actual experience of my flatmate. I'm not gonna get into too much details, but my friend got stalked by this random guy in a party, and I was there the entire time. The thing is that what happened that day kind of reminded me of my past experiences. I've been experiencing this kind of stuff multiple times in my life. I wouldn't say that I am a nice and friendly person, but I'm that kind of person who talks to all kinds of people, you know. I've always wanted to understand more about the complexity of human beings and the world in general, so I find it eye-opening to exchange perspectives with different kinds of people. And there were multiple times when thing has gone terribly wrong. This one time was during my high school junior year. I was having my summer holiday with my family. I met up with this boy, and he was in middle school at the time, and we met through my mom's friend. He was having a difficult time at school as well as an ongoing issues with his family as well. So my mom's friend thought that it might be a good opportunity to just set this meeting so that he has someone to talk to about his academic struggles and stuff. At first, I thought it was going to be just about the academic pursuits, study tips, and that's it, you know, like a one-time thing. But after that, he wanted to meet me every day. Like someday, he even came waiting for me at my hotel lobby. For the first few days, I was trying to be nice, but then I started to feel like this has somehow disrupted my time that I should have spent with my family, since it's supposed to be my vacation trip, you know. I've been trying to negotiate with him nicely, and I gave him my personal contact in case he has anything he wanted to ask, or if he needs help for school whatsoever. But that was when thing was about to go down. After that day, I thought he seemed understanding, you know. Yet he has been trying to video calling me nonstop all day, every day. When I ignored his calls, he would call my mom and people around me, as well as trying to wait for me in the hotel lobby so we could meet whenever I went in or out of my hotel. I was trying to negotiate as well as avoiding him by blocking his contact, yet he would borrow other people's phone to call me. My uncle is a judge, so while he was working in a court, one day this boy was just pretending to be someone else, and he borrowed his relative's phone to call my uncle while he was working and asked for my dad's phone number in order to talk to me through my dad. That was the turning point for me that I decided to do something to end this. I can't say much of what I've done. I just tricked him to get myself out of a situation. So months later, I thought everything has been resolved, yet one day I was in class and all of a sudden an odd number called me. I picked it up and it was him, saying that he was waiting for me in front of my school. But luckily, I normally skip classes on a daily basis, which is bad, really bad. Don't do that, guys, okay? But it helped me to know different ways to leave the school without anyone knowing. And after that, I told my mom so that the adults, especially from his side, should take some responsibility of his actions. I never hold grudges against the boy since he's been through lots of rough situations and he was still really young. Yet I have different views upon his parents, though, to be honest. The ignorance, insensitivity, and parenting styles does have a huge impact on the child, especially when he needs extra help and support yet didn't receive it. I cannot imagine where he is or what he's been up to these days, but hopefully he has been doing better. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy it and you want to see more of it, if you want to join this unhinged, fumble, artistic journey. Stay unhinged.